Alpha males intimidate women. I mean, things are always good in the beginning because the novelty of being in the presence of an alpha male and feeling that alpha energy is something that she can't resist. Her mind isn't functioning and causing that doubt. She's just enjoying the scenario. But as an alpha male, you eventually, quickly rather, tire of this whole let's just have fun charade. Because as an alpha male, you don't do anything just for the fun of it. You only do things that benefit you, or at the very least have the potential to benefit your life, right? So within a short period of time, you're going to start to place your demands, which is what alpha men do. You place your demands on a woman. You let her know what it's going to take for her to be able to remain in your presence and soak up this energy that she's up to this point seemingly gotten for free. And I do say seemingly, but we won't get any more in depth than that right here. But so I'll tell you some things that I run into, and you men in the chat can throw in some things as well, man. But these are some of the things I run into when it comes to my alpha energy becoming intimidating to a woman. Now, and I'm not talking about any little old woman. I'm talking about a woman who's supposedly attractive and got all of her stuff together. You know what I'm saying? She's got money. You know what I'm saying? She's got a career, got a business. She's got all of her stuff together, man. She's supposed to be, she's supposed to be able to match, match wits or match the level of an alpha. She's supposed to be, a queen to my king. But I'm going to tell you what happens. You see, the first thing that happens with a woman who feels like she already has everything together is accountability. When you start to make her understand that the things she has together are only together when she's by herself, or when she's with a beta male simp mangina, or some man who views her as such a prize that he don't hold her feet to the fire and make her improve herself in ways that benefit him and his interaction with her. That accountability gets pushback from those types of women at first. But as an alpha male who's dealt with successful women, who's dealt with attractive women, you know this. You know those women have a tendency to elevate their value, to themselves. And so when you let them know that, hey, these are some things you can work on, they're like, well, wait a minute. The main thing is no one else has ever told her that. You'll be surprised how many women I come across, man, who no one else has ever told them simple things that I think everyone should have told them. But no one has told them that because they're beautiful, they get money. You understand? They're confident on the surface. But it comes down to the point of anything that she already has doesn't benefit me because I don't need anything she already has. If she's going to be a part of my life, then there's things she needs to contribute. And they don't have anything to do with her physicality or her, perhaps finances, but they have anything to do with her physicality. These are just things that are on the table because she's in my presence. So that accountability. Let's say a woman who she may have been super cold. Let's say she ran track in college. You know what I'm saying? And now she's out. She still got a tight little body, but she getting a little soft around the middle. She sees your abs blocked up. You understand what I'm saying? Now let me tell you guys something. As a man who stays fit, you have the right to demand that of a woman. You have the right to demand that of a woman. Now, am I saying that if you meet a woman she may be getting a little soft around the middle, but you can tell her body is tight? If she needs a little bit of work, I'm not telling you to shun that woman, because I'm going to tell you the truth. If a woman doesn't have a long way to go, then it's perfectly okay, man, to help her push through and get lean. Not help her by, by trying to force her or anything. But I'm going to tell you two ways that I do it in this particular scenario. She either going to just jump in line to what I'm already doing herself, or I'm going to charge her to be a client. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't train women for free, man. I had a chick I used to train, man. She was bad, super cold, boy. When I'm talking about she was bad, man, she was bad. She was so bad when she came in the gym, man. Like, dudes would literally be thrown off their workout game. Niggas would be in mid lift, and they literally, man, stop their movement, man. To of course, if they were like on the bench, they rack it. If they were curling, they just drop down, man, to the to the relaxed position, man, and they just look through the mirror, cutting their eyes, doing all that. 4 or 5 of those guys that came in, I know you got to be knocking her down. That's how bad she was. They figured I'd just throw caution to the wind. I never even tried to knock her down, never even thought about it. But she was bad like that. And so I was training her, man, and then something happened. I can't remember what the hell happened, and she stopped training with me. Then she hit me up one day out the blue, man. She was like, I think I'm ready to start back up. I was like, cool. Well, I tell you what, I don't. This is when I first stopped training at the gym. I said, well, I don't train at the gym no more. I got my own spot. You know what I'm saying? So I gave her the address and the directions, man. And the chick showed up, man. She was trying to work out. She was trying to work out with me for free. You know what I'm saying? Like she was literally trying to work out with me for free, man, treating it like something she brought to the table was going to have me working out with her for free. I was going to be like, okay, well, come on in, shawty. This service that I charge everybody else for, you're so fine, I'll give it to you for free. Man, I don't play that game, bro. So that type of accountability, man, they don't want to be held accountable for doing what they need to do on their own. You see what I'm saying? Like, I never allow a woman to convince herself that what she's doing it for me. Hey, if you getting lean, you getting fit, shawty, you're not doing it for me, you're doing it for yourself. That's your health. You know what I'm saying? Health is wealth. That's your wealth you building. If I say I don't ever want to see you again, you still got that wealth you built. So accountability is one thing, man. Women don't want to be held accountable because they haven't been held accountable. You know what I'm saying? I met a chick recently, man, chopping it up with her, man, and she literally told me out of her own mouth, man, that no one has ever held her accountable. Like she's been able to pretty much do whatever she wanted to do, say whatever she wanted to say. You know, she was kind of flip at the mouth, man, didn't know how to shut up. There a bunch of things, bunch of little petty issues that she had, but it was because no one else had ever held her feet to the fire and said, hey, shout it, look, you're going to have to brush up on this. You know, you don't brush up on this, it's going to be a wrap. So accountability is the one thing, man. They don't want to be held accountable. So alpha males intimidate women because they're held accountable for everything. There's nothing she's able to do that I'm not going to hold her accountable for. Even if she doesn't recognize she's doing it, I'm going to bring everything to the forefront. Because what she has to realize is deal with a man on my level of excellence, she's going to have to up her level of excellence as well. And these are some things that most men can't enforce. They don't want to enforce. They're afraid to enforce because they're too afraid to lose a woman. Hey, man, I can't lose a woman, man. How am I lose? The only way I can lose a woman is she's the last one on earth, man. That's the only way. The second thing, man, that makes women intimidated by alpha males is the no-nonsense approach to self-improvement, to obedience, to accepting guidance, to biting your lip, biting your tongue and holding your words inside your mouth. See, I don't mind a woman talking as long as her words don't make it outside of her mouth. See, this is the thing you have to understand. When you're on this level, man, the majority of women that you come into contact with, they need to learn so much that they shouldn't ever be talking when you're talking. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about all of the things that you notice a woman doesn't know when you meet her. It don't matter what level she's on. But when you compare it to the things that she knows and what you need her to know, hey, man, there's a huge void there, for the most part. And so you have to think about the time it takes to improve that. And so you can't have a no-nonsense approach to self-improvement. I don't play that game. If she has excuses about why she can't do this to better herself or better her plight or better her situation, if she's sitting, man, and she's carrying a company, but she's still working a job, hey, man, let me tell you something. There's been at least 10 women in my life, bro, that I have set free from working a job. You know what I'm saying? And guided them and directed them into the path that it takes to go on to your own, build your own business, have your own business, be your own boss. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference between these boys telling me, hey, go get a woman and have sex with her, and me, hey, man, I'm a life changer. I'm a people changer. So when the niggas say, well, you got to do this, well, you shouldn't be giving consultation. Hey, man, I change lives, brothers. I change lives. That's what I do. What's my credentials? I change lives. You understand? I can't let you talk to nobody except but some people whose lives I've changed, male and female. You understand what I'm saying? So when you look at these things like this, man, they are not used to the no-nonsense approach to self-improvement. But the thing is, they see you doing it all the time, and they know how difficult it is. A woman is intimidated when she sees a man that she has to call Mr. Impossible. I say that's your goal. That's your goal in the world, but that's certainly the best position to have with a woman, man. If a woman views you as Mr. Impossible, meaning the man who can do the impossible, the man that makes things that seem impossible to her seem easy, the man who does these things without even breaking a sweat, without even catching his breath, those types of things. So if you're focused on excellence for yourself, man, then yes, a woman is going to be intimidated by your no-nonsense approach to self-improvement because you have a no-nonsense approach to developing yourself. Anything you do for yourself, you have the right to enforce that on a woman. Anything you expect for yourself, you have the right to expect that of a woman. Anything you provide for yourself, you have the right to expect a woman to provide that as well. You have the right, not the privilege, the right, the God-given right to demand that a woman delivers the things that you deserve to be delivered. It's the bottom line. And a lot of women are intimidated by that because there's a lot of beta male simp manginas out here who will allow women to have acid. You understand? They're used to being able to just, give half effort. I don't accept half effort. I will never accept half effort from a woman. I don't ask for much from a woman because ain't much she can give me. But her effort, her attention to detail, her focus, and her damn dedication to what I'm telling her, I'm going to get that or she can move on. And a lot of times they're intimidated because all the things they think are so great don't hold the alpha male. She's shocked that her beauty doesn't hold me. She's shocked that her offer of sex and how she's going to freak me and do all these nasty things to me doesn't move me. See, what she doesn't understand is that this is normal for me. A woman is intimidated because all her life she's thought she was so great. She thought she was the best woman around. These dudes have been blowing her head up and telling her all types of things. And then she meets me and she comes to the understanding that none of those things matter to me. To me, she's just another woman. And that's not a bad thing. I love women. When I say just another woman, I'm not saying she's just another little punk. I'm not saying that. I'm saying she's just another woman. For all the wonderful things that women have, she's just another one. She's nothing spectacular. And women are intimidated by a man who feel that way because then they have to realize, well, how am I going to win him over? Well, he just sees me like I'm normal. But I thought I wasn't normal. But if I don't know how to improve, I already think I'm the best. Well, what am I supposed to do now? That's the intimidation factor. A woman's intimidated when she wants a man but doesn't know if she can keep him. I say again, a woman is intimidated if she wants a man but doesn't know if she can get him or keep him. That's the ultimate level of intimidation. Ultimate level of frustration for a woman, for her to feel like she's this amazing woman and she can't even get the man she wants. She's paranoid about being able to get and keep the man she wants. And she's pulled out all of her tricks. All of the stops have been pulled out. And she still can't even get this man to commit to anything. I mean, can barely get him to commit to a dinner date with her. And she paying. Now, another thing that causes women to be intimidated by alpha male is the alpha male does not accept less than optimal effort. Like, I'm not going to accept less than optimal effort. You know, everything that you have to accomplish in this life that you really want to accomplish, man, is hard. It's hard. Simple things like getting fit, they seem simple if you're fit or if you know how to get fit. But they're hard, man. Man, it's hard to get fit. It's hard to get fit. It's not hard to start the journey, but it's hard to get lean. You get to a point, man, where it is hard. You have to be motivated by the grind, the experience, the result. You have to be motivated to get to that point because, man, it is hard. Anything you want to accomplish in this life is hard. Any man who's elevated to the epitome of his industry, hey, man, that was hard. It's a long journey. It takes years to accomplish things out here, man. For the majority of us, it takes years. So, you know, not accepting optimal effort means that she can't give you what she's given everyone else. And that's a hard pill for a woman to accept, man. And first it comes out, she's angry about it. Then she's upset about it. Then she's confused about it. Then she's sad about it. She goes through the gamut of emotions simply because you're not going to accept less than optimal effort from her. And that's not anything bad. All you're doing is pushing her to give her best. And that intimidates her. Because everyone who is really not seeking success is intimidated by a certain level of unknown success. Those of us who are grinding for it, who want it all, who want everything that comes our way, hey man, nothing on the other side of that line of grinding our ass off can surprise us. We're ready for it all. You understand? We got our hands wide as they can go, and if that don't work, we got other people with their hands wide. We want it all. But then you have the average person attains a certain level of success. They don't want anymore because it starts to get scary. And to have a man that pushes her to excel beyond the level that she herself pushes herself to excel, that intimidates a woman, man. A woman is intimidated by the quality of the alpha man. The alpha man demands so much of himself that when the woman sees that, she's intimidated by the fact that, damn, he demands that much of me too. I don't think I can do it. That's why women have to be motivated so much, man. When you alpha, bro, you spend a lot of your time just motivating a woman to believe in herself. You understand? And if you're not alpha, you don't even understand what that feels like, motivating a woman to believe in herself. Motivating a woman to believe that she can make it the rest of the way to the finish line. Motivating a woman to believe that she could take a chance and jump off the porch and go do something that she's never seen anybody else do. You know, motivating a woman to believe that she has it in her to make it all the way to the end of this race, no matter how tired she is. You know what I'm saying? Like, these cats around here, man, they talk a whole lot of talk, man, about how to get women, but they don't know nothing about what to do with them when they get them. You dig? And that's the reality of it, man. Another thing, man, another reason alpha males intimidate women, man, is because she'll fall head over the heels emotionally caught up. See, a lot of these women have never felt what they feel when they come across an alpha male. Matter of fact, most of them haven't. Because I'm going to be honest with you. When a woman falls for an alpha male, she don't never fall out of love with him, bro. She be caught up on him forever. The alpha male is that man that no matter who that woman gets with, if he pop up in town, man, she'll get away and go be with him. When she sees him, her eyes light up. I remember one time, man, I was a little bit younger, man, and got a cousin in ATL, man, and this chick, you know, when he was younger, he used to date this chick when he was younger, man. And I mean, bro, I'm talking about, man, years had passed. I'm talking about 12 years had passed, literally, since my cousin had even been back in the city. Man, he showed up, man. That chick saw him, bro. Man, she literally acted like a little schoolgirl, man. She literally went crazy. Ran up and jumped up in his arms, man. Kissing all over his face and doing all that, man. And, you know, man, Cub was just sitting back chilling like. You know, he grabbed the man and hugged her and did all that, man. But, man, he was just sitting back chilling, man. He was like, it was par for the course for him. But, man, that energy, that spark, man, that chick had already been married once, man, already had a child. But when she saw him, she forgot about all that and went back to that very moment she felt what she felt. Because I'm going to tell you, bro, a woman only feel that alpha energy like that for one man in her entire life. And if she lucky, she get to keep the man. Shout out to the homie GMB. His old lady got lucky. She got to keep the man. A lot of these chicks don't get to keep the man because they're not willing to do the things that a woman has to do in order to keep that man. Yes, the alpha male is very demanding of a woman. Yes, the alpha male is very demanding of himself. Yes, the alpha male is very demanding of all of the people around him. But so what? The more demanding you are, if you meet those demands, the better result you get. The alpha male is about results, man. That's why I tell y'all all the time, man, I don't care about no game. I don't care about no pickup lines. I don't care about none of that. I care about results. That's why these boys hate the alpha male so much, because the alpha male gets results. I guarantee you, any man who's not an alpha male don't understand what the hell I'm talking about right now. And I guarantee you, every woman who's never experienced the alpha male don't know what I'm talking about. But I bet every woman who has experienced the alpha male, I bet I'm sparking some energy. I bet I'm sparking some memories in her mind. I bet she thinking about calling him up right now. I bet if she's still with him, she probably think about going and getting him a kiss right now. I'm telling you what's real out here, homies. Man, once she falls head over heels, emotionally caught up, man, it intimidates her because she's never felt that. She don't even know how to control it. She don't know how to get out of those feelings. So it gets so bad sometimes, man, she wish she could learn to hate him, because at least hating him would be less intimidating for her. I mean, it is driving her crazy to feel this way about a man. She's never felt this way about a man. Sometimes women feel this way about a man before you even touch her. Like, it be at sight. It be on sight. So when cats talk about, man, you know, love at first sight don't exist, I know you ain't alpha. If you alpha, bro, you can experience love at first sight. Now, when you talk about love at first sight, it ain't possible. I ain't never met a woman that loved it. It ain't possible for you, fool, but it's possible for a woman. When a woman comes into the alpha energy, man, it is, she loses herself. And the most intimidating thing in the world is to be looking at yourself in the mirror, but not know who you are. Because everything you're doing, everything you're thinking, and everything you're saying to this one person is the total opposite of anything you've ever done. Anything you've ever thought about doing, anything you've ever felt you could do. These women find themselves doing and saying things they would have never thought of, man. They would have never done before. You understand what I'm saying? And when they do try to revert back to the basic female nature tactics, they don't even work. You know what I'm saying? They find themselves not even want to play that role with the dude, not even want to do that. They just want to figure out how to make him feel how she feels. But she's intimidated because she knows that no matter how much she loves him, although he'll treat her like a queen if she behaves like one, he'll never reciprocate that feeling. No man can reciprocate that feeling. But the alpha male is wise enough to not even try. Think about that, brothers. Now, number 5 is a very great reason. And this is just a character trait reason that alpha males intimidate women. You see, the alpha male is the perfect mixture of masculine dominance and acceptance of her femininity. You see, the alpha male is one of the few men on the planet who promote a woman's femininity. I promote her femininity. I want her to be as sexy and sensual, as soft and sexual as she wants to be. All of that, whatever that entails, I don't care what it entails. I don't put her in a cage. I tell her, go out there on the savannah and let your freakiness run wild. Anything you want to do, anything you want to have, anything you want to experience, then let's do it. She's intimidated by that. Because in her mind, she's like, well, he don't even care. The last thing a woman wants to do is be head over heels, like a woman tends to get for an alpha male, and believe the dude don't even care. But she doesn't understand. It is simply the fact that the alpha male embraces femininity. You can't be masculine unless you embrace femininity. That's a part of being masculine. It's the same thing with a female. If she can't embrace masculinity, she's not feminine. You don't embrace what you are. You embrace the opposite. So if a woman is very effeminate, she embraces masculinity. If a man is very masculine, he embraces femininity. But if a man is very effeminate, guess what he embraces? Masculinity. And if a woman is very masculine, guess what she embraces? Femininity. That's why you never see a butch chick with another butch chick. You understand? You never see two all-out girly swishers together. It's going to be a girly swisher with a dude that look like a regular dude. You know, it's going to be a bush chick with a regular old pretty little feminine chick. That's how this thing goes. This is the reality of it, man. You know, when a woman feels that energy, bro, it engulfs her. It engulfs her. It changes everything she sees about the world and the way that she sees herself more than anything. She wants to be better. But it's intimidating because he's not responding like the beta male simp mangina. He's not showering her with gifts and affection and telling her even when she accomplishes something, he doesn't give her any big accolades. He might give her a kiss on the cheek and say, good job, baby girl, and then give her another task. With him, it's never enough because as long as life is going on, there's always an opportunity to build. And what the alpha male simply does is makes her focus on the results of the build. But being a female, she still wants to get the feeling. She still wants to get the feeling reciprocated. That's what the female doesn't understand about the alpha male. I am not going to reciprocate your feelings. I'm not going to feel for you what you feel for me. What I'm going to give you is something even greater. I'm going to give you access to this energy that you love so much. And the more you improve and the more you impress me, I'm going to give you more and more access to this energy. I'm going to allow you to reap the benefit of having me in your life. The greatest thing I can give a woman, man, is the benefit of having me in her life, bro. The wisdom, understanding, and knowledge that I'm going to drop on her. The tough love that she needs when she needs it. The understanding that she needs when she needs it. The guidance that she needs when she needs it. The listening ear when she has something she can offer that's valuable. All of the things that a woman could ever dream of are wrapped in this package. So I ain't got to give her no money. I ain't got to wine and dine her. I ain't got to focus on her pleasure because everything I'm giving her makes her focus on my pleasure. She derives pleasure from giving me pleasure. Another reason, man, that the female is intimidated by the alpha male is because there is constant performance pressure to be that queen when you're with that king. See, a woman can say, I'm a queen. But until you're in the presence of a king, you don't have to step forward and take on the responsibility of being a queen. You can be a queen on the surface. You can be a queen in principle, but not in practice. Now, when it comes to being a queen in practice, that is very intimidating. But then you have to accept the fact that you're in the presence of a king. And the king is very demanding. There are a bunch of things that you have to consider when a woman's in the presence of a real king. There is a way she has to carry herself, a way she has to view things in order to be able to keep up with the royal nature of the queen, of the king. And that's the most amazing thing. That's the most intimidating thing that a woman has when she's dealing with the alpha male. Her ability to keep up. Can she keep up? Can she continue to grow at the pace he grows? Can she continue to work at the rate he works? Can she continue to impress and improve him the way that she needs in order for him to continue to consider her his queen? Can she do that? And that's the bottom line. Renzel Jetson, appreciate the $2 super chat. Homie say Sigma must be a very lonely alpha. That's what they say, man. They say Sigma is an alpha recluse, a reclusive alpha that don't come outside and play. So you know, the constant performance pressure, man, will drive a woman away. I will say that. That is one of the most intimidating factors, and that will drive a woman away, man. You understand? That constant performance pressure to be the queen, to be that queen, not be a queen, to be that queen when you're with that king. It'll drive a woman away, man. Sometimes it can be overwhelming to the point where now eventually she'll realize that she made a terrible mistake and she'll try to get back on the team. But you know how alpha kings roll, man. Once you're off the team, you're off the team. You know, and that's the reality of it, man. And this is the crazy thing. She wants to be the best version of herself. You know what I'm saying? She wants to be the best version of herself, but she's never known how. And she's thought she's been the best version of herself until she comes across a man who is instantly shows her with his presence that she is not the best version of herself, that she has a lot of improvement to do. And I'm telling you, man, there's a choice for a woman to make. And this is why I tell her, man, if a woman is not down the road with you for the long haul, man, just cut her loose, period. If she having a hard time even getting on the bus, hey, man, you can't stop the boat. You got somewhere to be. If she on the dock and she ain't going to come on the boat, you ain't got time to try to say, hey, shawty, come get on the boat. The boat going to take you somewhere. Hey, man, where the boat is going is on her ticket. She already know. You see what I'm saying? But a lot of times these women say, okay, I can stay over here on the dock, and all these men on the dock, though they may not be you, they'll appreciate me for the way I am. Okay, cool. That woman doesn't deserve to be in the presence of an alpha. And that's the main thing. The main intimidating factor, man, that a woman has, man, is losing an alpha male. A woman does not want to lose an alpha male, man, once she's in his life. Even though, and to lose someone, you have to possess it, but she does. You know, a woman will claim an alpha male in a minute, man. So why these dudes around here, man, trying to get time with a woman, man? Hell, man, I'm trying to figure out, man, how to keep a woman from trying to claim me without putting forth some effort. You know, I'm her man already. She ain't put forth no effort, but I'm her man. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy out here, man. Another thing, man, that intimidates women, man, when it comes to alpha males, man, is his outlook that action speaks louder than words. See, with an alpha male, a woman can't talk her way out of nothing. She can't explain her way out of her lack of effort. She can't talk her way out of her lack of dedication. She can't explain her way out of her laziness. You know, she can't finagle her way with the sweetness of her words, man, out of a position where she's done something she shouldn't have done. The alpha male doesn't go for that. And that is very intimidating because women aren't used to having to prove things with their actions. Some of them just so beautiful, they can just show up. They don't have to prove nothing but they're beautiful. That's all they have to do. She just shows up. And she's beautiful. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the reality of it. You know, and last thing I'm going to put on this list right here, man. Last thing I'm going to put on this list is that by comparison to the men she's dealt with previously, she doubts his authenticity. And she just simply believes the alpha male is too good to be true. She starts to search for flaws in the alpha male. The woman is so intimidated by the man that she searches for flaws that don't exist in order to prove to herself that no man is that good. She's scared that this man is this good because she knows what's going to happen. She thinks she's caught up now. Wait until the man decides that she's worthy of really building with. Then how caught up is she going to be? She is intimidated by the fact that a man almost controls her emotions completely already, and he hasn't even begun to build with her yet. She can't control the way she feels. She can't control the fact that she doesn't desire any man but him. So when a man says, a woman gonna cheat on everybody, you know, even the alpha male get cheated on. Alpha male don't get cheated on, man. To get cheated on, bro, you got to be in a situation where you put a woman on the pedestal to be your one and only. And furthermore, the alpha male is the only man in the world that a woman can see herself desiring and desire nobody else. The energy of the alpha compensates for it. I mean, it overcompensates for anything else that any man might be able to bring to the table. If you're not bringing a higher level of alpha energy, there is no possible way that a woman who's engulfed in a man's alpha energy is ever gonna even think about being with another man. Unless that man goes away for a while. You know, he goes away to prison for 10 years or something like that. Then it's possible. Or if he's just, you know, not around, if he's in another city or something like that and he never comes around. But man, if you putting your hands on your woman enough, if you putting your hands on your woman regularly, and I'm talking about regularly, I mean depending on where you are. If you 5 states away, if you putting your hands on that woman 1 weekend a month, that woman ain't finna tip out with nobody. That woman ain't seeing nobody else. That woman who ain't good for that alpha energy, man, she can't see nothing but alpha energy. The only reason women are out here bouncing around like they always have been is because so many betas out here. Like every man is similar. No man has any extra energy or any extra oomph than the other men around him. So she just picking from the same group of men. That man kind of looks like this man. That man makes her feel the same as this man. Not the alpha male. She doesn't get that feeling from the average man out here. She simply doesn't get it. And that's the bottom line, homies. That is the bottom line. Period. She cannot believe this man is so amazing. There's no way he could be true. He's too good to be true. She doesn't even believe God would bless her with a man so amazing. She doesn't see it. So she's constantly trying to dig up dirt. But you know what? There is no dirt on a man who's forthcoming with everything, who doesn't care what you know about it. You understand? There is no dirt. What you gonna dig up? Listen, you can't dig up no dirt on a man who already knows things about himself. You want to dig up some dirt on me? Dig up something about me that I don't know. Then I'd be like, damn, I didn't know that. No, don't tell nobody that. No one knows that. I don't even know that. Anything else, brothers? That's not how alpha males get down, man. You understand? So, these are the type of things, man, that we have to understand, man, that you cannot ever let anyone believe you or anyone convince you that the problems the average man has, that you're going to have them as an alpha male, because you're just not going to have them. You're not going to have them. You understand? Another thing is this, man, the alpha male doesn't validate her beauty, but he pushes her to showcase more meaningful aspects of her being. She could throw that beauty card on another man. She could throw that sex card on another man. The alpha male can't be bought or sold for sex. She knows that. She finds that out quickly, that he can't be bought or sold for sex. And that is her strongest weapon. When she sees a man that can resist her very best weapon, she is at a loss for words, because if she comes across 1,000 men, out of only one of those 1,000 men is going to be able to resist. I'm talking about a beautiful woman now. I'm talking about a very attractive woman. Only one out of those 1,000 men is going to resist her sexual advances. Because you got to think about this. The majority of men don't get sexual advances from women. So if a beautiful woman, I truly believe that 95% of the men on the planet, 95% of the men on the planet don't get sexual advances from beautiful women. Beautiful women have never thrown themselves at these men. Beautiful women have never begged for the D. And until you have that experience, you are going to be susceptible to being victimized by a woman's willingness to offer you sex. You understand? If a beautiful woman offers you sex and you've never had it before, 9 times out of 10 you're going to give in to it. But if it's something that you're used to, then she's going to find out that, I'm in the presence of an alpha. I'm in the presence of an alpha. And that's when all of these things I'm talking about turn on in her head, turn on in her mind, turn on in her body. She can't resist it. It's incredulous to her, man. And this is really the final thing, man. This is the last one. And I will put this number one. The number one reason that alpha males intimidate women is her jealousy of his appeal to other women. Once a woman comes into contact with an alpha male, man, and gets engulfed by their energy, she knows for a fact. I'm not talking about thinks. I'm not talking about guesses. She knows for a fact any other woman who come into contact with that energy is going to want that man. She knows that. And that's the most intimidating thing. All women want a quality man. But when they get the highest quality man, they turn into jealous wrecks, man. They turn into nagging, jealous wrecks. And I'm telling you, it is because they know how they are caught up on that man, and they don't want that type of competition, because they know what they're willing to do to be with him. And they say, man, well, if 5 other women are willing to do this with him, I'll never have him. And they get intimidated by that. And so they rather just play games. Listen, man, they would really rather you just come through and touch them up from time to time. They would really rather, for you as an alpha male. That's why alpha males don't end up in relationships, because even the most attractive woman, the most successful woman, the most available woman, the most qualified woman, the most eligible woman, still, when she get caught with the alpha energy, she knows the jealousy that she feels, even when another woman speaks to him.